clutch pedal depressed, released, depressed, released. A brake switch is essentially a switch that turns on the stop lights, the brake lights. This one has got 4 wires. A brake switch, brake booster connected to the brake pedal, and this is also part of the brake pedal. This is the connector for the APP sensor, accelerator pedal position sensor. There's either 1 or 2 switches inside. This one is supposedly for the cruise control cars, but my car does not have a cruise control, but still I have this wire. Yes, black and pink wire on the pin 1I. Switch number 1 is normally open. Switch number 2 is normally closed. So when the brake pedal is depressed or engaged, number 1 closes and number 2 opens. So when the number 1 closes, it provides the power, feeds the power to the brake lights, right, left, and high mounted one above the rear window. It is a green and yellow wire that also is a signal switch input actually to the PCM, this pull-up design. Green and yellow on the PCM connector number 1. The brake switch is installed into the hole similar to this one. Actually, they are symmetrical to each other, mirroring each other. Now the procedure is such that you insert the switch into the installation hole. The brake pedal is properly installed and fully released, mind you. Pay attention to that detail. Okay, then it is turned counterclockwise 45 degrees to fix it in place, and actually that's how the adjustment is achieved automatically. That's for the manual transmission vehicles. ATX and or CVT vehicles is a slightly different situation. You insert the brake switch to the interlock unit, and that is a separate part that also, if it has been removed, requires a certain procedure to install it, but it's a different subject. Anyways, next you turn the brake switch clockwise 45 degrees, and then Only then, after all of that, you connect the connector to it, and that's when the adjustment is automatically accomplished. Now, mind you, do not connect the connector before this procedure, because otherwise you may experience some issues with the switch down the road. Manual transmission, they did not mention the connector at all, so I assume it can be connected either before or after the installation is finished. The vehicle is made in Thailand. The switch is turned upside down if it is the same switch, because maybe it's a different switch, but it is like here and the connector is on the top, so that's the difference. But nevertheless, you do the same. Turn it counterclockwise 45 degrees. If you want to test these, never remove them, because you may experience some problems with them after that. And also never disconnect the connector for this one. Same thing, it may cause some trouble for you. The switch may show some signs of malfunction, and that's because, you know, once these are installed and adjusted, they cannot be adjusted again. So if something is wrong, you will have to replace the switch with the new one. That's the only solution.